Welcome to Wealth Coffee Chats, folks, for your daily live updates. Get the most out of today's episode by participating in the chat. Make sure you ask some questions, be part of the conversation, have a bit of fun, grab a coffee or a tea, take some notes, and get ready to start your day, folks. Quick few housekeeping rules, though. No spamming, no advertising or self-promotion in the chat. That's not on. Be kind and respectful to everyone when participating. And most of all, have a good time. Real estate investing can be your biggest asset. It also can be your most expensive asset when it comes to getting it right or getting it wrong, folks. It can be time-consuming, stressful, and that's why here at Positive, we have what's called a 6-star team, a full-service team that provides integrated wealth and property investing solutions and services simply designed to help you progress towards your goal of passive income through your property portfolio, folks. Make sure you check out our other podcasts on the Positive Mentor Network. Not only is there Wealth Coffee Chats, there's the Urban Property Investor. Drops every Wednesday with straight talking investing strategies and lessons with Sam Saggers. Property Investor Tales. This is where our clients, you guys, share real life stories from property investing, hosted by some of our advisors and strategists. And that's done every fortnight, dropping every Monday. Wealth, Wine and Wisdom, folks, that debriefs the week that was in the world of finance and property, hosted by yours truly, Jason Witten and Andy Fenton on Fridays. Hey, good morning, folks.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Wealth Coffee Chat.
Hope you're well, folks, wherever you are.
There it is, team. Morning. Morning, wherever you're tuning in from today.
Early bird gets the worm, they say. Here at Positive, we offer a 6-star team. It's a team that help you at every stage of your wealth creation journey.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sarah. I'm here from the Positive Money team, one of the finance and lending specialists here at Pos Money. So it's been a very busy week. As you know, in lending, they always tend to do this at the end of each year. If you haven't noticed, it's a good way to sell papers, is that they come out with all of the news for what we can sort of expect in 26. So if we go back a couple of weeks ago, we saw some changes around the trust side, with a couple of lenders coming out saying that they won't be doing trust lending moving forward. So I want to break that down a little bit today. And then today in the news, the big one being around the DTI side of lending. So I want to break that down, what that actually means, and go through it and just unpack it. So let's work out, is it actually Armageddon, or are we, going to be okay in 26? So I'm going to put you all out of your misery, and in short, we will be perfectly fine in 26. This is a very good way to sell papers, okay? Let's start with DTI. Okay, so what is DTI and how does it apply to me is really a good question. DTI simply stands for debt to income ratio. Okay, so what that means is how many times does your income need to go into the debt? So for example, you earn 100,000 DTI and you borrow 600,000, the DTI is 6. So the news that's come out is that the changes will apply to, good morning, Carolyn. The changes will apply to a split between owner-occupied and investor lending, and that they need to bring that down to 6. So I'm going to give you all the big wow moment from the back of lending. Lenders are already there. Okay, they've always had DTIs of 6. It's one thing as brokers that we needed to look at and take into consideration, although it hasn't really been a major factor. So when we're going through and working out your borrowing capacity, working out your financial strategy on how we're going to map out your next few purchases, this was something that we did need to take into consideration. So moving forward, what's going to happen is that deposit-taking institutions, so let's just face it, the banks, will need to limit their DTI to 6. And then that's going to sort of give a little bit of, I guess, of the power play to other lenders that aren't deposit-taking institutions. So one thing I can tell you is the banks will always win. House always wins, and the banks will work out the strategies around this too. So I'm actually, as a broker, the news that's coming through to brokers at the moment is not to worry. Okay. These are things that, as I said, we've always taken into consideration. Will it mean a change to the way we do lending? Yes. But is it going to be a major, significant, life-altering change that's going to stop you all from borrowing? And the answer is no. Okay. So again, I guess it comes down to, we've talked about this before. Anyone that's sat in front of me always gets asked, let's map out your money story. Okay, so you're probably all sick and tired of me saying it, but really this is coming into play with things like this. It's really starting to show that it's important to get that financial strategy into place so that we know what your next few steps are nice and clearly. We also heard from Macquarie, go back a couple of weeks ago, that they were not doing trust lending anymore. Okay, and CBA came out, said we're not doing trust lending, although they didn't really share the whole story. They're not doing trust lending to new customers. They're only doing trust lending for existing customers, and you have to have a loan with them for at least 6 months to qualify as an existing customer. So as a broker, I think we can all see how that's going to work. We'll just put you, get a loan with CBA, and then you're a client for 6 months, and then all of a sudden you qualify for trust lending. So as you can see, there's always ways to play the game. The banks are focusing on how to generate sales next year. Okay, so these changes that we're seeing now, they will map out how they're still going to win. In terms of trust lending, though, there's just short of 2,000 lenders in this country. And most of those, like if we take the major lenders, like the well-known ones, and the smaller lenders, there's probably, let's call it 600-ish, heavy on the ish. Out of that, 2 or 1.5 lenders have said that they won't do trust lending. So as you can see, a little bit of a way to get clickbait for the newspapers. And I'm sure Jason always says it, and Andy always says it, that they're just trying to sell papers, and it's true. Okay, the way that we get you to click, or they get you to click those articles, is either through some sort of form of emotion, whether it be fear, whether it be anger, whether it be excitement. There is a way of generating it, and in this is absolutely one of those cases. So again, it's really important that we map out what your 2026, 27, 28, all the way through, however long that may take, what that strategy looks like. I think moving forward, it will put more business into the broker industry, because people are going to need alternatives. If you work in a bank, this is not good news for you. Okay. When I was with NAB Private, for example, then I could only sell NAB Private products or NAB products. I couldn't actually sell anything else. So this is why I'm saying to you that, the banks will find out a way to still be able to generate their internal sales. And the only way that they can do that is by changing their policies. Now, they may be limited through these APRA guidelines that they're going to put into place, or these APRA rulings, is what I should have said, for how to put things into place. But again, credit risk will be onto it. They will be having these discussions moving forward over the next few months on how to map that out. So I just wanted to sort of put that to rest a little bit, give you guys a little bit more of a happier Christmas, and enjoy your weekend a little bit more, because I'm sure there's probably a few of you that was a little bit concerned over this. Just be careful around the fact from fiction. As always, yes, there are changes. No, it is not Armageddon. And again, just make sure that you have that really strong financial strategy. So that's it from me. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend.
Thanks for watching another episode of Wealth Coffee Chat, folks. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you never miss a thing when we go live. Improve your portfolio and investing game, folks, with Wealth Coffee Chats live every morning at 8:10 each weekday. Make sure you join us. Previous episodes are also available wherever you get your podcasts, folks, as well as our other podcasts from the 6-Star team here at positivementor.com.au.